Mining is the lifeblood of the northwest Queensland city of Mount Isa, but its impact on the communities most vulnerable is being called into question. A sample of 1,000 under 5-year-olds has found that about a quarter has concerning lead levels. While the mine continues to reduce its emissions, critics say more needs to be done, and a senior Queensland minister has added weight to the call.
17-month-old Myra Chinaria moved to Mount Isa with her family 2 months ago. Already, she has too much lead in her tiny body.
They did a prick test and her levels came out to be 6.1.
Her mother says she was aware of the risks of living in the mining city. She followed advice to mitigate them, but couldn't stop lead entering her daughter's system.
I clean my house hygienically, I prepare everything in a neat environment. Yeah, I can't do anything better than that.
For a decade, mining giant Glencore has funded blood tests to check children's lead levels in Mount Isa. 5 micrograms of lead per decilitre of blood is the level which requires investigation. But the latest figures show a quarter of children tested were equal to or above that, some dangerously high.
It impacts their neurological development, it's associated with ADHD, the loss of IQ points, behavioural development.
Vast mineral deposits are why Mount Isa developed. A town literally grew around a mine. Lead in the environment is a risk to small children, but so too is the mining operation. A 2017 report commissioned by Glencore acknowledged it was a source of potentially significant lead pollution. And despite a massive reduction in emissions, children continued to present with high lead levels. Mount Isa Mines says it operates under state government regulatory standards and believes the city is a safe place to live and work. But critics say something needs to change.
It's evident that they have a licence to pollute.
The Queensland government has always maintained the northwest mining city is a safe place to live, but the health minister concedes it's far from perfect.
Well, I think clearly more does need to be done. This is an ongoing effort and it needs to continue.
He says having a population on the doorstep of a mining operation is far from ideal.
Clearly, if you were designing a city from scratch, you might not have designed it the way Mount Isa is designed, but this is a legacy issue.
The very fact that the government has admitted that more needs to be done is a really important statement.
But many families in the city are adamant there's no problem with lead.
We're not concerned about lead at all. The kids have regular hygiene, showers, they don't eat the dirt or anything like that.
And they're not alone. A recent study in Mount Isa found a large number of people feel the same.
50% of the parents here in Mount Isa perceive that high lead level is not a concern for their child because they don't perceive their child could get high lead levels, and it's just because they think they are managing well.
Maya Chinaria's mother says that's a worrying attitude.
If it's making any difference to their cognitive level, you will not know until it will be done.
She says every parent should have their child tested to see if they are living with lead. Harriet Tatum, ABC News, Mount Isa.